Hey guys, Alex here, and I'm back in the tower and Destiny, and just wanted to let you guys know that I did finally get my... Oh, looks like there's somebody interested in my character over here. He's got a pretty cool looking exo. Anyway, while he's looking at me, I got a new Legendary Sparrow, and I wanted to actually record for you guys how the process would work to upgrade it, but you know, for some reason my PlayStation didn't really record it, kind of screwed up, it didn't save the video. So I'm just gonna show you like the final version of it. So if I go to my inventory, you'll see that I actually have a Legendary Sparrow. So I bought the S32V vehicle from the Vanguard Quartermaster. It's to the right of the ship, right on the right side of the tower. And if you actually compare the differences between the uncommon one, if you're jumping from uncommon to legendary, you'll kind of see a pretty big bump in durability and speed, and you'll also have an additional feature where you can do like quick lateral movements left and right using the shoulder buttons there. And it's actually very interesting, very useful. And because I applied the Emerald Coil upgrade to it from Zur, it actually has a green trail, and it actually looks really, really cool. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump down to the moon so you guys can see what it looks like. It's actually really cool, and it stands out virtually any surface that you actually drive it on. Stands out, especially on the moon, because it's kind of like a very grayish surface. So you can really see the green very well, especially from a distance. But I haven't really seen anyone commenting on it. It's like, hey, where'd you get that you know, green contrail? Where'd you get that Legendary Sparrow or anything? No one really sent me any messages. No one really looks like they looked at my guy to find out if I actually had one or not. It's more, I guess, for a sense of personal satisfaction that you have a Legendary Sparrow, and it also kind of helps you get, you know, from point A to point B a little bit faster than your average uncommon or rare Sparrow. I also got a new ship, a new rare ship. Found it in a loot box, and had the shipwright actually transform it for me. Alright, so here we go. Just landed here on the moon.
Alright, let's move. Keep an eye out for beacons.
So you can see what it looks like. So on the vehicle. And you can see it kind of looks like a normal Sparrow. You know, there's really not that many differences. You know, the color might be a little bit different depending on which one you buy. But you know it's legendary when you boost. And you see a big green trail coming up the back here. That is like a really cool feature of it. And it actually does drive a little bit faster. So you can definitely see that. We're just gonna drive over here and go with the jump. It is really nice. The first time I actually took this thing out and I started driving it, I was like really excited. I mean, one of the reasons I guess to be excited is, you know, if you're gonna spend that much money on it, you might as well actually you know, enjoy it and drive around in it and have a good time with it. I mean, it's 175 Vanguard marks to buy from the Vanguard marks or Crucible marks. So if you want to buy one, it's 175. If you want to buy Crucible or the Vanguard, and then you have to spend 23 strange coins to get the coil or the upgrade for Zur. So you actually end up spending quite a bit of money to get one of these. But you know, it's kind of cool, you know, when people notice, especially when your friends notice. You know, they go, hey, how's that Legendary Sparrow yours? So it's really cool. I mean, I really wanted to get one out of the Vault of Glass, to be honest, but it just didn't really happen. I didn't really get one. You have a very small chance of getting one after you beat the final boss, from what I've heard, or you could get, you know, the shader or some legendary ship. One of my friends actually got a legendary ship after beating Atheon. So I might not get one out of the Vault of Glass. So you know, basically Guardians make their own luck, and I made my own luck. I just purchased it and I made it myself. That's just, you know, that's really the best way. You know, if you can get what you want out of the game without having to rely on the luck-based system, then you know, you're probably better off. Oh, there's a public event. This is the first time today that I'm doing one. So
all right, here we go.
I think it's gonna blow these things up here. I think it's almost, you know, it's almost done already. First time you do an event, if you didn't already know that, you're going to get some ascendant material in the tower at the Postmaster. And it's actually very nice because if you're looking for ascendant shards, you might actually get some ascendant shards, or if you're looking for ascendant energy, you might get some ascendant energy. Like everything else is getting based on fucking.
Nearly there. Just
but
hold
it
out
actually really
a little
helps,
longer.
especially if you're missing one. If you're missing one shard or one ascendant energy, it really helps to get, you know, nice packages more.
Well done.
And if you're lucky, I didn't really get anything from this one, but if you're lucky, you can also get some materials from doing the public event itself. Alright, so that was great. Also, well, I guess probably, well, let me go back to the tower and I'll show you guys. I have another update that I'm going to share with all of you guys. Okay, there's my ship. So I'm going to jump right back into the tower. And you can see that there's already a package waiting for me there, so I'm just going to pick it up, and it should be, well, I mean, it could be anything. It could be Ascendant Energy or Ascendant Shards. I already have enough shards. I really don't need any more. I never thought I'd actually say this, that I have enough shards, but I really do. I'm looking for Ascendant Energy right now. I did the Vault of Glass again last night. I started a new character. I got a new chest piece. Actually, I did get a chest piece before, so the last two times I ran it I got a chest piece, but it was the same one. It just had different upgrades on it. So I do have a piece of raid gear now that I managed to fully upgrade, and I also managed to save up enough Ascendant Shards to upgrade 2 more pieces of Legendary raid gear. So now I really just need to get the other 2 pieces. I'm just missing the arms and the legs. If I could get those 2, all I need to do is level up all the upgrades, and then I will just put all my shards into them, and I'll finally be able to reach level 30. But it seems like a really long way away for me, because it looks like every time I play I get either weapons or something else, and it is really frustrating, you know, because of the luck-based system and what you get or not. But alright, let's grab this package and see what we got here. Yep, I got an Ascendant Shard. Well, I didn't really need any more of those, but you know, you might as well just have them. You never know when you're going to need an extra one. So, yeah, let me show you the chest piece that I got out of the Vault of Glass. You can see that my light level now is increased a little bit beyond what the maximum level would be if I didn't have raid gear. And it's because of this chest piece here. It's legendary piece of armor called Caber's Wrath, I think. I don't know how to pronounce it. And you can see the maximum light level on the piece is actually 30. The maximum light level on a normal legendary piece of armor is 27, and that's what actually bumps you to the next light level. So it's very nice. It also looks really cool. You can kind of see the way it looks on my character here, and the back looks really cool. It looks like a really nice piece of armor, actually. So I really want to get the arms and the legs to go with it. It also bumps up your defense, because a legendary raid gear piece also has as much defense as an exotic piece. So it's almost like you're wearing an exotic chest piece and almost like wearing an exotic helmet at the same time. So that's I just wanted to show you guys, you know, that's how you progress to the next level. So if you haven't done the Vault of Glass, if you can get a good group together and go through it, you might get yourself some really nice gear. I also got myself a new mark for my Titan. This one actually looks really nice. And another thing is that, you know, the last time I played through the Vault of Glass, I got an auto rifle. I got an auto rifle called Vision of Confluence. Vision of Confluence. I just get confused with all the names. And it actually does fire damage. It's a scout rifle. It is a really nice scout rifle. Very accurate, very precise, very stable, and it also does a lot of damage. And so you never know, if you might actually get a really nice weapon after you finish a checkpoint or beat a boss. And that weapon, if it's a primary, see, the Suros just does regular damage, but if you get something out of the Vault of Glass, there's a chance it will actually do elemental damage like Void Burn or Fire Burn. So if you could get one of those, that is a really nice weapon to have. So now I have 2 characters. I'm actually trying to distribute weapons between 2 of them. I have 2 sets of armor. It gets a little bit complicated to manage everything, but this is for the most part my main character here, and I'm going to stick with this one as much as I can. I guess I'm using my second character, my second Titan, to just run through the vault maybe an extra time per week to see if I could get something out of it. You know, it makes sense. You know, give it a try. If you can make a second character of the same class, just go through the vault 1 or 2 times. You know, it's all about getting that piece of armor that you're missing, especially if you know, if you're already a level 29 and there's really nowhere else for you to go except higher. And you know, if along the way you feel like, you know, treating yourself to a Legendary Sparrow the way I did, you know, you might as well. Or if you're lucky, like I wasn't, you might actually get one out of doing the vault. So again, doing it twice in a week is actually probably a pretty good idea. But anyway, I wanted to share with you guys, you know, some of these updates, and I'll post my next video just to show you. I've been playing a little bit of Iron Banner. I had one of the best matches, you know, in Destiny so far in Iron Banner, and probably it has something to do with me having maxed out weapons and maxed out armor, so probably it really boosted me up a lot, and I did really well, so I'm going to post that game later on, so you'll be able to see it. But for now, I'm just going to sign off here, and as always, if you have any comments, if you want to see something on my channel, please be sure to post under the video. Thanks a lot.